What's up? Corn, Ricky, welcome. Okay, yeah, no packages tonight, so we can get straight to these, or this build. Possibly more than one build, just depends on timing and how we feel. I promised the Lily, and, well, not really. I said it was probably or possibly going to be the Lily, and it's not. We're going to save that one for Thursday. I instead wanted to do more EC today in the form of this KV2, just because I want to see if all the parts that came in worked all right. So I think we can just get started. I can pull out the two things we need here, and we've seen the K before, but it's got another MX build in it. We can try it out when we finish this up. So okay. So here it is. This is the original plate that is in aluminum. We gasketed it. Yeah, I don't know. Here it is. It does have threaded screws, but the two main problems I saw with it were that it was in aluminum, so it's a little bit flexier, and also that it has cherry mounted stabilizer and a whole situation with this spacebar. So the alternative option we're gonna try to throw at this is running PBB, like the Topre EC, Topre style EC stabilizers here. We're gonna run the half housings on these about 8 switches or so, and hopefully enjoy that it's going to be in stainless steel. So that is where we land. But just as with yesterday's, we got to do some tuning, I think, here. Ooh, I'm getting kind of low. Kind of low on these gaskets. It's because I've been putting these gaskets on plates that I don't like, so they're kind of like wasted. I think maybe I could reuse them, but whatever. I'd rather just buy more from AliExpress. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna start by doing all this. This one will be a PBB build, which I think I realize I gotta change the build command for. Okay. Should be up to date. So after this, if this is short enough, I don't know if it will be. But I'm kind of thinking of going in a couple different directions, and again, also pending how long it takes. But there's a part of me that wants to change the domes on this Cloud9. So we might do that. Another thing is I still have one more PCB, Real Force PCB and Real Force plate, the SIP PCB and show plate. And I kind of want to build it using these Deskies parts. Even though it doesn't really have like its own home to go in, I could just kind of swap it into one of the other Real Force cases I have. But until I get the build or the case back from Jace, it's kind of just gonna be on its own. Yeah. Another option though is I could get in on an SR1 or SRX. I saw that show is starting up another, was it SR1? Group buy soon. SH2 as well. What is SH2 again? Yes, you're welcome. Is that for Real Force R2? And how is that different from like an SR2? Just a different design? Yeah, more rounded edges. I see. Okay, let's look at these because I want to see the differences here. I know that case matches the curvature of the 23U numpad kind of cherry lip thing. I see. Randy, welcome. Let's get rid of this. I know that I think it's the is it the SRX, the one that's like a little bit more rounded, and then the SR1's like less rounded? And then they both have like kind of different bottoms, right? Let's take a look at this now. I see SRX on Rebolt, and there's like a bunch of pictures of it. I don't know if there's an SR1 listing though. First result is SR1 is closer to Noxery style. I see. SRX is also compatible for R1. That's right. Okay. So I'm looking at these now. So here's a picture of the SRX. I feel like there is like a nice simplicity to just, I guess, is there an internal weight or no? I'm guessing it might not be. I actually can't, I don't know. No? Full alu. So I like that, but I don't like the rounded edges. Meanwhile, I like the square edges of the SR1, but I find like this situation is kind of weird. Just like how it cuts in here, I feel like I can't really tell from this picture, but like it seems like it's kind of got this like angle situation where it's like lifted off right here. I don't know how to describe that, but I'm not sure that I like the bottom of this as much, but I do like the more squareness of it. So I don't know. It's kind of funny because there's a part of me that thinks, okay, I could wait for the thing from Jace, or I could just like skip and go straight to getting a like an SR1 or an SRX. Angel. My favorite Asian man, Mr. Angel. Welcome on in. I see that there's some news about a big drop that you have going on Thursday. Is that right? Go straight to the SR71. Well, we're done with that. All right, some news and notes here that I got for you guys. Randy, I was testing out those linearized cream Alps again, and there's a part of me that like does want to break it down and ultrasonically clean them, but there's another part of me that thinks, but man, what if it makes no difference? What if it makes no difference and there's still just like a pretty uneven amount of switches that sound different from each other? So there's another part that's just kind of thinking, maybe I should just use them as is. I went through with those little like micro applicators to try to clean a couple of switches. Like take some of the lube off, and I went through like 2 of them, and one of them I swear the sound changed and then the other one didn't, and they were both like sort of those dampened lower pitched ones that had more lube. So there's a part of things like it could be effective, but it also might still not amount to any big significant change. So I kind of feel like I want to just use them as is. Especially it's just going to the martingale. I feel like a board like the martingale, I get this feeling it doesn't have to like be perfect. Especially considering I got it used and super cheap. But it is a nice board. I opted not to build the Lily today because my next build being on Thursday means that if I built it today, I'd only have it for 2 days. Whereas if I build the Lily on Thursday, then I'll have it till Monday before I switch it out. I sent out a few packages today. Sold a Kise yesterday. I sent that out, but also sent out a few different prize packages, but not quite everything. DNA True. DNA True Shot. Or I don't know if you just want me to call you DNA. How we chilling? We're doing another EC build tonight. I was thinking of doing MX, but I just switched over. I have a bunch of the prints and sticker prizes sorted out into individual envelopes, and I could be ready to send those out soonish. But a part of me is kind of like, okay, maybe I should just wait until after tonight's stream, since we might have a repeat winner. I could just throw it in the same envelope. Casual Topra Enjoyer, welcome back. All right. Some interesting streams earlier today. I don't know if you guys caught them, but Alex did a Key Cult 0. I'm pretty interested, actually. DNA is fine. Finished lubing, filming, swapping Nixies, and rebuilt my Molly 16 Nice. Better? So Key Cult 0 dropping tomorrow. Is it? Does anyone know? I think it is tomorrow, right? Like, does anyone know what time? And also, is it like an in-stock or a group buy situation? Actually, I didn't like the Nixies in it. Okay. V2Us and sounded better. I don't know. Wait, what are V2? I don't know if I recall V2Us. What are V2Us? Oh, Hyacinth. Got it. I see. Okay. Well, I gotta do the 2Us here. My boy Tony is fired up for the 0. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how hard it's gonna be able to get. Hard it's gonna be able to get. Like, do I need to set an alarm or something? I don't know how fast it's gonna go, but if you really want one, I would set an alarm. It's like I don't even know what the time is for it. Is it just gonna be at like 7? Oh, I just missed one. Missed a whole ass. Whatever. I guess what I could do here is take this one off here. Use chopstick. Welcome. If I recall, Novel Keys releases at 10 a.m. That's what I figure. Like I feel like they usually do, but goddamn, that's so early. You know. Okay. Let's see here. So I got a bunch of parts from Randy, and then I have also just some other parts of my own. But he definitely hooked it up. Just to make me even. These are the half housings. Alright, let's see here. I need this. Okay. Here are some densest domes. I don't know if we want to use those today. I got more other parts here. Let's take a look. Oh, I think that's what I need. I just feel like I'm looking for stuff I can't really quite figure out how to find. Key code 0 would sell straight away with a EC Sipulot PCB and plate. I would buy it. I don't know. I feel like I get this feeling that like sometimes you gotta like optimize the board for EC. What are these? Okay, maybe this is it. Like I don't know if a lot of these boards that have EC kits necessarily have been like, you know, optimized. Like they might not have been built with EC in mind. I'm just dumping a bunch out here. I don't know how many I'll need. I got a big ass bag full of these like 1U housings. I haven't found anything I like more than OEM, Heavy Grail, and S60 V1. Ooh, interesting. Interesting take. S60 V1 was definitely like one of my favorite boards for a while. But I think I ended up liking the Snipe more. Live Oak, maybe? Ooh, speaking of Live Oak, yeah, so I went in the Discord for, Clever's Discord for looking at the EC derivative stuff. Yeah, it's like, it's too late to order, but hopefully there will be extras. Hopefully. If not, whatever, it's fine. I'm curious about if you need half housings for it, or if you could just leave the wire alone. Yeah, Live Oak's pretty lit though. And these cutouts are a little bigger. Okay, so I believe that was all I needed. Toss these back. Okay, so we're just gonna go and tune this. Oh, the thing I wanted to do here before I carry on was I just missed one of these. I wonder if I can like take it off. There we go. So now I can just toss these to the side. Yeah, I'm like thinking about, I don't know if I have any more EC builds. Whoa, this thing moved. Let me take a look. Looking at my calendar here. Yeah, I have that Real Forest that maybe we could try to do. We could do a dome swap on this. There's just some stuff that I need to attempt to do. Just like stabilizer tuning. Just, I mean, I don't know if this one I might want to try to retune or something. Veracity, Taycan might just need a little bit of adjustments. But yeah, I think like it's kind of one of the last EC builds. All right, so interesting news that I just learned today. So okay, yeah, there's that Alex Geek Called Zero stream, but I think afterwards he rated Diego, Lightning Keyboards, and wow, did I learn a lot. So, how do I put this? I've been waiting for a custom Philco PCB for a while, and so what I'd heard was that Trife was working on one. Trife, the same person who we're still waiting on. It's been like a year waiting on these KMac Happy and Skeleton 60 PCBs. So we're still waiting on those, and yeah, it's not. I still haven't received anything. I might try to ping again just to find out. But Diego had a Philco stream earlier where he had explained that, or he had shown off that Drua actually did a small run of like custom Philco PCBs himself. I was like, what the hell? I didn't even know about it. I didn't even hear about this, And I don't know how public it was or anything, but I'm guessing not very. But it was interesting because it was still like fixed 625. But it did have 5-pin holes and PCB mount stabilizers, which was sick. But I can't get in on them, right? But turns out there was Diego was discussing with Ankit, who was in the stream chat as well. Xavier, welcome. Apparently Nick Heller actually has also worked on these, and apparently you can just like order them right now. Like he has like a Google form for it and everything. So I just ordered like 4 of them, and I just made my payment before the stream. It's pretty sick. And it's also open sourced, which is also really crazy. Take a look at this. How's the gameplay? Working on it. Just Young Yi's Kohaku, never returning it after I rebuild it. This one's crazy because it's got Alps compatibility too. So yeah, I went and grabbed this. We'll see how this works out. I'm pretty excited because I got a few, like I have like 4 Philcos. All right, I already lost my spot. Damn it. Oh, did I finish this entire side already? I think I did. Okay. Let's flip this around. All right. Are you using the reverse? Yes. We'll have to for this. This K build, just based off of how the internals of the K are. One interesting thing remaining, which is that if I do run the real force build after this, I only have a Densys 7U wire, and I don't know if that fits. Does that work with the real force? That one that like curves all funny? I don't know. I mean, I could just test it to see. Should be fine, yeah. Does that thing also work in like showcases as well? Yeah, it's modeled after the Nova Touch one. Oh, I see. The Nova Touch one has that crazy curve? That's what that's from? Yeah, but I think for Nova Touch it was also to get around some K screws or something. I see. And it was also 625, right? DNA, thank you so much for dropping by. Appreciate it. Have a good one. So it's modeled after it and has the same kinds of, bends and stuff, but it's for a different length. It's kind of interesting. So the one funny thing was that so I built my Vero V2 with a straight wire because I wanted to do it with topiary parts. And the issue was that my aluminum Vero 2 took it fine, but the PC Vero required the bent one, like the crazy curve one, because there's an additional middle bottom case screw so that you could prevent the bowing. So you can't throw in that straight one, which is kind of annoying. So that's kind of why I just ask, is because I guess if I needed a straight one for this real force that we're gonna try to do, then I'm just like, oh shit. I'd have to undo the Vero to get the straight wire and put the Densys one in. All right, so Randy, here's to hoping that this is perfectly the exact number of stems I need. I guess if it's not, I have extra Densys sliders and also extra Desky sliders, but I don't know how they really fare with PBB stuff. Also, I recovered. I couldn't find it for a while, but the guy who sold me the Martingale also sent me a bunch of vintage black, cherry black switches. The part that I'm worried about is that there's a lot. There's so many that it couldn't possibly all be from one board. So then that kind of makes me wonder like how consistent they might be. All right, will this be enough? I think this is it. Yeah, this is perfect. Holy shit. Shouts out to Randy, man. I think I perfectly have 0 sliders left. So good. Satisfying. Oh, I think we should do the drilling thing, though. That's probably what's going to make this take long, huh? Forgot that this was the thing that was going to make this take long. I guess one of the things I haven't tried to this point is just trying to pry it off without drilling. Let's try this. Yeah, we're trying this out right now just to see how it does. It's pretty jank. Like, I'll probably still drill it just to even it out afterwards. Are you supposed to cut those off? Supposed to is too strong of a phrase. What I've noticed is that like it sometimes interferes with certain types of keycaps. So like I like removing it just so that I have like a better chance of compatibility with whatever it is that I might consider running on the board that it's gonna be on. I'm doing a case study for Milktooth on tactile switches, and I ordered the wrong force gauge for testing. Started a return to Amazon, but they don't want the item back, so I'm getting a refund and I get to keep this force gauge. How much is a force gauge? And like what which one is it? Is it like a big rig? Depends on how sensitive you want it to be. I see, I see. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty ugly. What I typically do is like I start out by doing the drilling. But I just wanted to see how this would look and work. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. You guys believe this guy? Think he'd come here with a raid? Jeez Louise. Just kidding. Queso. Thank you for the raid. How's your stream? What are you up to? We're doing with the poor housings. I'm trying to take out the crowns. Yeah, I don't like the crowns. Well, it turns out I can't play 3 games at the same time. Damn. You can get handheld ones, which is what I got, but they got the wrong lower weight limit, so I essentially got one that's rated for a minimum of like 50 newtons of force, and is newtons, right? When I need one that has a max of like 5N, still relatively cheap, like $60, one of the handheld ones. I see. So what can you possibly do with that then? Alright. This one might be clean enough. Talk about ran through. Me after Dave's hot chicken hits. Alright, this seems clean enough. I don't know, do I like that approach? It's okay. I'll do it again. It's where like the crown hits like the edge of like the outer edge of the housing where it gets kind of funny. Whew. There we go. I guess that is also somewhat clean now at this point. Somewhat. So I guess this was not too bad, trying to do it this way. It's a little funny looking, especially at first. The hope is from this stage it should be as good as the other ones that I've done. Okay. I think we're good with this. So let's tune these. right. Make sure it's clean. All right. Grab the BDZ here. Where is it? That's a funny little thing. I don't know where it is. Well, I have the new one. I guess I can crack open the new one. How do you just lose BDZ? Crazy. What the hell? Did I drop it somewhere? I don't know if I see it on screen here. Alright, whatever. I'll just crack open the new one. Why not? This one is twice as big. This one's huge. It's like 50 grams. Yee, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh. God damn. There we go. So we are building this KV2 with the custom plate today. Threaded screws, regular topiary style EC stabilizer housings. So we're going to see if this is salvageable, because I was really unhappy with the KV2 build before. Is yours Chris like that one dude's from the meet? No. His was, that guy's was crazy. I feel like that story is still going on, you know? Oh my goodness. Boo! Just kidding. Rig Waffles. Welcome. Thanks for the raid. How's your stream? Gawk, welcome. Oh, Gawk. I have some funny news here. So I'm like sorting through all the prizes that I owe everyone, right? And Gawk, I think I owe you so many stickers that I don't know where they are. I don't know where I put some of those stickers from so long ago. So I'm gonna hunt them down. I know they're here. Like, they're not gone. But yeah, like, cause I owe you some of like the very first generation of stickers. I need to find them. So here's another thing too, is that like, I try to keep some of my older stickers as well. And so I think I have a stash of my own. God damn it, come on. I have a stash of my own, so if I can't find the ones I owe you, I could just pull from my personal stash. Which brings up another point. You know how I think the Watugaki Long Pikachu sticker, such a hit. It's like everyone's like rushing to get it. I wanted to keep one for myself, but it turns out I think I might have oversold it on all my giveaways. I think I offered it. How do I put this? I wanted to keep one for myself, but I don't think I can, because I think I offered it too many times. Like, not enough to leave one for me. So, oops. All right. I forgot that I needed to do one more. Okay. Might need a little more. This underside here. And the reverse side. Perfect. We're closing in, I think, on all the builds I need to do. Kind of. Not really. There's still like another month of three streams a week. Probably. And some of them I'd have to be doing multiple builds. But we're closing in. All right, so the thing to not forget here. Ah, son of a bitch! What the fuck? Hold on. Wait, what? God damn it. I did the wrong one. And I'm out of paper towels. All right, I'll be right back. Ugh, ridiculous. Well. I picked up the wrong one when I started tuning it. I needed the one that Randy gave me, which was right next to it. Guess I did it a little too mindlessly. Oh, who is that? Spicy Miso, thank you for the follow. Alright. Try this again, I guess. I still don't know where my other type of BDZ is. Hello, hello. I am Spicy Miso. I'm here to spice up your life to the sun. Spicy Miso, welcome. I just tuned the wrong stabilizer wire. So I have to do a second one here. How are you? Up chilling. Hope you're doing well. Kind of know already. I had to use a new account last year. Oh, you're Sigiri. Oh, Sigiri, welcome. How's it going? Watching Capcom Cup. Good event. Nice. Okay. Now that should work. Winner gets $1 million. Okay. Then sends your competition to win for Street Fighter 6. Nice. Alright, so I think that's it for this. So now we gotta choose which domes. So let me go take a look. What we got? You're getting hands on the Neo HHKB one. I'm probably just gonna pick one up in the aftermarket. Honestly, I get a feeling it's the aftermarket's gonna be kind of full of them. I guess we could try these densest domes. Yeah, let's do it. Densest domes. Yeah, I kind of got a bunch of BDZ all over my hands. So cool capybara themed board that had. Oh yeah, the Cappy 60. I have a round 1. The round 2 recently dropped, and it has like a. I feel like the round 2 engraving is a lot cooler. But I like my Cappy R1. How's the board? What are your favorite HHKBs currently? Ooh. I think I have a faves command, but it's like I don't know how recently I updated that. You can type that in. I don't even remember what I put on it, but I remember it was probably around the time that I built the Vero V2. Try exclamation faves. I don't know, or maybe it doesn't work. Let's see. There we go. Oh yeah, the Noom was kind of lit. Oh yeah, the copper S60 V2 is pretty cool. I like that one a lot. Um, oh yeah, the Sin that I have the B stock mismatched cases for. That one's also pretty cool. Reverse replica. So like, okay. So Gawk, it's like the original HHKB HG had um what was it? Like the alu top case, the stainless steel bottom, and the stainless steel rear piece. But Show wasn't really offering that type of unit. So I ended up getting a full sandblasted alu unit and then a full stainless steel unit. And then I just kind of switched over the parts to make like a replica of the original HHKBHG. But then like I still had all the parts that I didn't use for it, and then I put it all together. And then that's the one that I kind of am keeping. My other one, like the actual one that more closely replicates the uh, the original HHKBHG. Like I actually have that up for sale on my store. So just imagine the opposite of that. So I mean, also I guess you could look at my collection too. Would you like that version more? Uh, one of the things about it is that it's lighter. Just because it's like there's only one piece that's stainless steel and then the rest of it is alu. Um, but also I don't know, it's just a little different. Like I feel like to try to like replicate that board is kind of like oh that's like too obvious, you know. Yeah, I'm over super same. But that's not to say I don't like some of my very heavy boards. But yeah, I'm like I feel kind of done. I feel kind of done. But one of my heaviest boards is that copper S60 V2. It's like probably one of the heaviest ones, and I do like that one a lot. I think it's just like the finish on it is really nice. The way I built it is nice. Just overall, its acoustics, feel, and everything, pretty nice. But like this one's really heavy, and it's like I'm still like waiting for, like a board like this or just a lot of my other heavy boards. So like, are they really gonna feel like really good, or is it really gonna make me feel good? I don't know. Especially when taking them to meetups overseas. Ah, damn. All right, let's see here. Okay, so I got a bunch of PVB springs. I wonder how many boards this batch of PVB springs will cover. Because I think this is all the rest of my PVB springs. I still have OEM springs, but it's just like they're less fun to handle. Ugh, these singular domes. Ugh. You gotta be so careful around them. That's multiple. Has anyone tried like in EC boards to like not double up on springs but like triple or more? What is that like? Throw like 5 springs in a dome? God damn, these... Okay, these are really stuck. Alright, there we go. Finally. Jeez. A little piece of dust got on that one. Alright, I just gotta move these. I keep bumping into those. How are we on time? We're about an hour and a half in. So I kind of get this feeling that, like, yeah, we might very well. Oh. We may very well do a second build. I don't know if I'm going to be... We'll see. I don't know how rigorous I'm going to be on it. Like, I could spend a bunch of time trying to tune the... if it's that real force build, like, put the gaskets, tune all the sliders and or the housings, or like lube them up. But I feel like I could just, again skip that step the same way I did it for the last real force, and then just only tune the stabilizers. But we'll see. The densest, like the plan is to use the densest parts on those, especially since I got a bunch of extras from Randy. Alright. Just a few more left here. Alright. Thinking of maybe going back to the let's see, what screw size did the previous one use? Is that also M2? Kind of looks like it. Maybe I could just use the screws that came with this. There's the cable too. The original one is also threaded. I guess the problem is I have to find the screws. Alright. I don't know where those screws are. So I guess I have to use the screws that I bought. Yep, not in here. Oh, there it is. I found it. That's 25 and that's 50. Oh, the PCB. Yeah, that would probably be helpful. I was about to screw in with no PCB. Alright, check alignment. Okay. I don't need that many. Okay, so the 7s don't work immediately, but again, I think we can kind of train. We can train these, I think. Okay. Maybe not. I wonder if it's potentially because maybe the other one I was able to because I had a thicker PCB or a thinner PCB. Yeah, I don't know if these are going to work. I guess not. Is that not a real one? Oh, it's because these are black. Damn it. Those are the 7s. Okay, so I've hit all the holes, but let me just check. So these do protrude a little bit, which is weird. Because I can definitely like go and tighten them more and then they'll come out more. But why wouldn't it be the case that... Why wouldn't the black ones work? Yeah, it's just not catching. I wonder why that is. Well, yeah, we could maybe try to compare the Cloud9 PCB to this one. Maybe that would give us more answers. Alright, I mean, I guess they don't protrude that much. I don't know. Like, what's the length difference? I'm gonna try again. Maybe the edges. Okay, that one worked. Is that the way to do it? It's like work from the edges? Yeah. Do I need to basically double work this? Okay, that one. Maybe a longer shot for some of these. Oh. Klexus, welcome. Okay. Maybe just the edges. It's almost like the ones where there's kind of like one U's sitting together is where it kind of falls apart. I think if there's less than one U, or there's more than one U, it'll kind of work. Except for maybe this one. Whew, I'm getting kind of tired. Alright. Yeah, basically just all the ones on the edges and not on the top row. Alright. Anybody with key set suggestions for this? It's the copper KV2. I think I still have orange Cyrillic. What you guys think of that? I think it's probably good to test it first before I screw anything in. Ooh, I also have ski data. Terra Below. I don't have Terra Below. Maybe we could try ski data. I haven't used ski data in a while. Ooh, that needs spring. Alright, before I continue, I feel like I should lock away these screws before they fly everywhere. I wonder if maybe I should have put one of those heavy domes for the space bar. I don't know if this is heavy enough. No, god damn it. Alright, lost a spring. That's fine. Find it later. Hopefully I will have rolled over it. God damn, I hate how these get stuck to each other. Oh, that feels awful. Oh, dropped another one. God damn. I don't know how I feel about the spacebar. Might be that I just need a heavier dome in the spacebar. Or maybe I just don't like these domes. Ooh. It's very round. Yeah, maybe it's a dome problem. Well, I don't know about this, guys. I don't know how I feel about these domes. I feel like these are closer to PBB than they are to OEM. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do this. We're gonna pivot. Let's see, what do I got here? UDK uniform. I'm thinking about what to do here. I have a couple of 45-gram domes from a couple of different builds. Oh, I have a bunch of these sitting around here also. I kind of also want to do a dome swap on the Cloud9 as well. So there's also that. Striving for a longer stream. Yeah, I'm thinking we could. Let me think about this. Let me take a look at my sheet here. So what's funny is that this guy right here, the Cloud9, what I should have done was put these domes in there. Maybe we could throw these domes in here. They're both 45, but it's like, I guess the funny thing is that, like, this one could be with its family. You know? Like the housings and the sliders that are used here match up with the same board that this was from. But they're all 45 grams. But also then, to be fair, I don't think I like these. I don't know, they're I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's weird. It's 55 grams. It's listed as 55 grams. And I think this is their heaviest offering. But it reminds me of like PBB 25 gram. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how I would even describe this. Like, it's not linear, but it's pretty close to linear. And it's not heavy. Koala, welcome. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like these. um, Gawk. I don't know if you saw some of the info that Randy posted in my Discord um, earlier today. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know how many people actually read my Discord. Like I don't know if you guys know this. It's late enough at night that I can say this is a secret. Um, my Discord was started for me to just like kind of like talk to like my friends from back home. So like as much as you guys might think that my Discord's not that active, the private channel that I have with my friends from back home is pretty active. So the Discord, for me, the Discord's popping. That's just because it's like we used it to replace a group text or a group chat. Anyways, um, for those of you guys who are in my Discord and do participate, I appreciate it. Thank you. But anyways, Randy pointed out a few things. And you know what? Before I finish unscrewing this, I feel like I should take this one apart. Randy pointed out a few things, which is that like the renders of Clever's domes don't have the same like design as the more tactile domes that are out there, and they look closer in design to the ones that are very round, which is it's like damn, that kind of sucks. If that's they're real bubbly, yeah. Instead of volcano-y, yeah. So like if that shape is indicative of like tactility, um I don't want to get my expectations up. Whoa, shit. Jesus Christ. Oh, I should probably pull off the keycaps. Okay, so Operation Dome Swap. We're gonna move these domes into that, and we're gonna put these domes into this, and then we're gonna put away the densest domes. Yeah, no, Randy, that's exactly it. I don't know. They don't feel bad in hand, but I don't know. It's like when I press on it, it's not that nice. Like I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you guys would disagree though, because I'm just like I'm pretty heavy-handed. So I don't know what more to say. Densest is pretty borderline linear. Like it just feels a lot like PBBs. Like truthfully, like it just feels very close. 55 gram R2 OEM domes also feel on the linear side. Randy, I noticed that. Out of the ones that you gave me, I kind of feel it. Like I do. I do kind of feel it. What's interesting is that where's my keycap puller? What's interesting is that I think Jace gave me the same ones in his class 60, and those actually feel slightly more tactile. So I'm actually pretty surprised by those. Oh, here it is. God damn. Alright, I think I need to use a wire puller. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the wire puller is better or not. It feels more challenging, but also safer. Yeah, they're super tight. It's kind of crazy. What the hell? Sakura were tight too. What the fuck? Holy shit. Neither Densist nor PVB are EPDM, I don't think. So curious how the different material will be. Yeah, I'm curious too. I don't know. It just remains to be seen. I mean, I will buy them. Oh shit, Randy, you mentioned that Ursa's taking refunds right now, right? I need to do that. What the fuck? Put that there. I gotta put that on my to-do. I still... Fuck. I don't have a keyboard plugged in. I also need to email Vala one more time. So that I have a better case with my my credit card company to charge back. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Deets at the end of this page? Okay. Appreciate that. Oh. This is fucking crazy. What the fuck? I gotta unplug this. What the hell? Okay. Jesus. Alright. At least none of the stuff. Yeah. Oh my god. Alcyon Days. Welcome back. Finally joined the HHKB gang. Snagged the last black LX60 extra. Nice. Who is running these LX60 extras? Oh, Lumen Key themselves. I see. Right on. Nice. Something just fell in the other room. Alright. Grab another tray, why not? Oh. I wonder... Maybe I should use these again. Few copper and other versions still available in HHKB layout. I see. Nice. I'm probably going to be passing on it, personally. But it's a good information for anybody here who is interested. Okay, so we're going to check a couple of quick things. So one is these both should be 1.2 millimeter plates, I think, and I hope that they are. But I realize I'm not 100% sure. Oh, come on. One thing I now want to check is, are these two PCBs the same width? They look like it, honestly. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a little funny because my last guess then for that situation here is that maybe the PBB parts, like the under the plate, might actually be a little bit taller than OEM Topre, because I can't get the 7mm M2 screws to catch on this PBB build, but I can get the 7mm ones to catch here in between, like in between the housings. So that's interesting. All right, how many trays are we going to use tonight? You know what I also need? Even more of these. Also courtesy of Randy. Shouts out to Randy again. So I want to keep these kind of like together because it will make grabbing the springs easier. That is my sole motivation for doing this. Oh. All right. Okay. So, the plan here is move these domes from here to the other one. These are... I don't know where these domes actually came from. Do I remember? Was it written somewhere? Fuck. Let me find out. Give me 1 second. I think this is actually kind of important, is for me to find out where these domes came from. Unfortunately, I don't have my sheet open. So if I look at date bought, I need to look for, these were bought. No. What the hell is this? I don't know what this is. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to move them and then I'll think about where these came from. (2017-10). Okay, these came from a Pro 2 Type S that I bought in July of 2022. Manufacturing date was 2017 October. Yeah, that makes sense. Meanwhile, these ones, wherever I put them, right here, these were from a Real Force that I bought last April, late April. And that one I think was a little hard to tell how much older it is. But they're not actually from Pro 2. But they are said to be they are said to be 45 gram. But who knows? Maybe they might be older, so they might be a little bit heavier or more stiff. Okay. So, we got this in place. Let's get the alignment right, and then we can screw back in. Oh, here's another thought. What if it's the dome thickness? What if these domes are thicker? I doubt it. I doubt it, but I'm just throwing stuff at the wall here. Like, what if it suddenly catches now? The hell? How badly did I align this? Very. Alright, let's try it. Oh! What? Okay, that one's not working. Oh, that one did too. Okay, some of these are working now, which is kind of surprising. Oh. Bro, what if it's the domes? What if it is true that those domes are, like, thicker? Because these actually are catching now. Because I can just start using more of these. My goal is to try to use as many black ones as possible, just to reduce the risk of keycap collisions. Question is, how come this one did work earlier? Now I'm struggling. There we go. Maybe it's just like a little hard to like find it because very little of it actually catches. So that's like also a possibility. Also maybe the dome thing too. Yeah, that one's pretty tough. That one, like, I can't really still get to work, but okay. It's just this one. Seems like yeah, I might need a silver one for this one and this one only. Kind of weird, but alright. Okay, now when I flip this over, yeah, they don't protrude. But, like, there's a part of me that does worry, like, how badly is it not catching? It does actually get through there. And I could just kind of already tell it does feel quite a bit better. Put one of these springs back in. Yeah, that feels way better. Oh my god. Like night and day. Like between this and that. What domes are these? These are Pro 2 domes. Pro 2 45 gram from a 2017 HHKB Pro 2. I'm about to, so I swapped it from the Cloud9 yesterday. And I mean, I'm okay, because if you guys recall from last night, I was just like a little bit unsure how I felt about the board, considering my frustrations with the board. But also because, I don't know, maybe I was thinking that the domes just weren't stiff enough for the Cloud9. And so I've just moved them here on this K, which it's funny because it's like I already think very little of the K, you know? So it's like, all right, like we'll just match it to that. Like if maybe it was the domes that I was disappointed in, might as well put it in a board I think not highly of. Anyways, that said, it's still significantly better than these densest domes that I tried. They're just a little too round and like linear. It is a marked improvement, I would say. One of the things that I kind of I noticed from before, the stabilizer, like there's a like a resonance or a reverberation just from pressing the spacebar down, even when it's not mounted. And I can already anticipate that like it's not going to sound that good in board, even if I avoid using these spacebar gaskets. And like there's a part of me that thinks like is this really just down to the construction of this, or is it potentially something else? I don't know. Is it the way that I tuned it? I feel a little doubtful just because, I don't know, I tune everything similarly, but maybe there's a chance here that, sometimes your stabilizers just might not be good for whatever reason. Like it could be any number of things. Exactly, yeah. It's just keyboard things in general, honestly. Like, I don't know, I just kind of recall, speaking of Diego, Lightning Keyboards, I remember there was a stream I watched a long time ago where it was like he couldn't figure out why his stabilizer sounded bad. There wasn't really anything that appeared to be wrong. And then he took it all apart and redid it, and he was like, it was good again. It's just like sometimes you just gotta do that. Anyways, I don't know if this is one of those times, or if this is something possibly native to this board, because I noticed this also with the plate mount, the cherry plate mount stabilizers too. And I was attributing like, maybe it's that's causing the issue, the cherry plate mount, but maybe it's not. Like maybe this is just how it is regardless of what stabilizer you use, Could be, I don't know. Anyways, let's throw down And yeah, that was not an EC build that I was referring to from Diego. It was I don't know. Diego streams a lot. He's always streamed a lot, but it was something I watched maybe like a year or two ago. Sometimes it's just how it is, you know. Okay, so these domes match these housings and sliders. So it's like I'm now basically just doing this type of transplant into it. And yeah, I'm thinking maybe this will be a little bit better. Now, this real force, like I don't know how you identify manufacturing dates on real forces. I'm guessing there's a way. I don't know it though. Because you kind of just like poke around, you know, like the case and stuff, and I'm just like I don't know if there's like an indicator here that I'm not certain of that identifies when it could have been manufactured. All I know is the purchase date. All I know is when I purchased it. But I can kind of feel that maybe these might be a little bit stiffer. Maybe this is a little bit older. It's a 91 UDK. I would say maybe decent chance that it's older than the 2017. Maybe it's a decent chance that regardless of its age that it might just feel a little bit nicer than those. We'll see. All right, how are we on time? About 2.5 hours. So yeah, we'll like this might be it. I don't think I'm gonna do that real force build tonight. We do that another time. Not a big deal. Hey, getting a Pro 2 and all the domes are snappy except like half a row of keys that feel like mush. I don't know that I've had any experience as extreme as that, personally. I don't know if I have. Anyways, Randy, do you want these densest domes back? And might you want more of them? Do you want 240 packs back? Not at all. Okay, so you know what? You know what's another thing that's on my mind is that like, do you have any more of these 55-gram domes? Just out of curiosity, or did you only buy one 40 pack, like I did? Because my other thought is, if I had 6 more, I could put it into a real force. You have a pack of 35, 45, 35. How much is that total? 80. That's weird. So they made 40 packs and 45 packs and 35 packs. That was a, they decided to do that. Oh, 45. Oh, see, I see. Oh, grams. Okay, got it, got it. Okay, so you only had 40 of these. Good to know. I mean, my other thought is the extra 6 domes, I could literally put anything. Maybe I could figure out which dome this is most like from PBB side. And then just kind of like mix it and then also be able to more accurately tell you which dome it feels like. Alright, so that's 40. In case I want to keep these back together. Oh. Alright, what's my next thing here? So, I should test this Cloud9 once I have it all screwed together, but I'm going to probably have to whip out those black screws again, which are here somewhere, right there. Test it out, make sure it's all working, and then I can reassemble the Cloud9. And then after that, it's a funny couple things. I guess we can do a KV2 type test, the MX that's currently in there, just because it's already assembled right now. And then I need to test the thing we just put together, which is right there. And the reason why that's important is because the KV2 doesn't use a standard daughter board, so I can't really just test it like I normally would with a daughter board off to the side. Okay. I always think of like when I was talking about putting this together, because they both came from the same board, I keep thinking of like it's family. It reminds me, like, I always think about Happy Gilmore when what was her name? Virginia Bennett was just like telling Happy Gilmore, "What's this I hear about you breaking a rake and throwing it into the woods?" Like, I didn't break a rake. I was just testing its durability. And then I placed it in the woods because it's made of wood, and I just thought it should be with its family. So that's what I think about when I like try to like match all these parts together retroactively. We should have a keyboard meetup at there. My treat. You know, that was the first thing I've ever seen that guy in. It was like only until like way later, when I watched like Freaks and Geeks as an adult, that I was like, oh shit, it's that guy. God bless. That these parts are its family. Yeah, like I used the 91 UDK housings and sliders for this Cloud9 that I built yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday. And I was like, why didn't I just use the domes that came with the 91 UDK? So that's what I did today. And now it's with its family. One big happy family. All right, so just a little update. I don't know if I am to say this. Anyways, oh, what the hell? Uh-oh, that ain't good. I picked up a client who wants me to build an EC Cloud9. Has been watching a stream. What the hell is this screw from? They just like threw in an extra different screw in this bag. They were watching the stream and they're just like, oh yeah, Well, I do have the so I do have the second Cloud9 plate. It's like, oh, should I just get that one from you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I just got it because it made the pricing better for me. So instead of it being like a $70 plate, 2 plates were 50 each. So anyways, there goes the second Cloud9 plate. And then I also have the second Class 60 plate. That's going to Jur. Okay. I think and hope that this is better. Where is my daughter board? I should test this before I put the keycaps on. Here it is. Man, I can't imagine how the 35 and 45 gram domes, densest domes feel. They probably feel like even lighter PBB domes. Very low tactility. I still actually, okay, here's the funny thing. I still actually have, I think, exactly 60 more BKE heavies. And it's like, I feel like I've just been like saving them. I've just been saving them, and then like, I'm kind of out of EC boards at this point. So I'm just like, what am I saving these for? Like, oh, it's gotta go in a really good board. And like, well, I'm just, these are all the EC boards I have now at this point. Like, I don't know that I have any really on the horizon that are, that's how I am too. Okay, so this is working. I also still have BKE lights. I think they're the ones that aren't single domes. So I remember, Randy, you mentioned there was someone who wanted to trade some heavies for some lights, and I feel like maybe I should do that. But at the same time, I don't know that I've tried. I don't know if I've tried those BKE lights in anything but like the ABS heavy grail plates. So maybe I should like give them another shot. I need to finish the Lilium, but I want to do more with it. Ooh. I also would like you to finish the Lilium for what it's worth. I think that would be great. Let's go Lilium. Hell yeah. I like how they like cherry clarified these keycaps. I like the lights, the teal ones. Yeah, the teal ones are the ones that I have. What were the V1 lights like? Because I remember what I ended up buying from Keyclack when they were still selling was like a bunch of BKE heavy V1s and then a bunch of BKE light V2s. And those ones came in like, I think more full sheets, I think? I don't know, or I could be wrong. Skystro, welcome. How goes it? All right. Question is, does this really feel different? I'm not actually sure anymore. Maybe I just wanted something heavier, period. And I don't know if this... I'm not 100% sure that this was it. Maybe this was for nothing. But, at the very least, I did get to, you know, put it together with its family. Fuck, is that GMK chart orange on the top board? No, it's Ski Data Plus. So not Ski Data with the 2 eyes, but Ski Data Plus. But it's pretty shine. I don't know if you can tell. Look at that. These are some old sets, yeah. Okay, now I can reassemble this. Oh my god. Okay, I think the key is you put the JST in first, and then you put the gaskets on. But yeah, Skystrobe. I don't have every old set. I do have a few, though. I have Fang GMK Cyan. I have the pad printed black on white Cyrillic. What else I got? You know what's funny is like a lot of these like older... There's a bunch of like Geek Hack era GMK group eyes where like the tab key was all fucked up. I don't know if you guys had seen this, but like I was reminded. I remember like when it first came out, I was like, oh god, that like kind of looks awful. But like everyone's like into this because it's GMK. Like it was just like really nice, like, you know, basically essentially real cherry stuff. Anyways, they had a really fucked up tab legend. And I was just like not getting in on any of these boards that had these or these key sets that had these fucked up tab legends. And then I was reminded at, I think it was Keeb Life. At Keeb Life, I think it was Roostery had a board where it had like every, I don't know, it was like every key had a different GMK text plus icon tab. Yeah. That text plus icon tab legend was really, there's something like wrong with it. Let me plug this in so I can find it because I just want to show you how bad it looked. Yeah, I was reminded because Roostery had one, like because he showed off a board where every key was the key it was supposed to be, like a QWERT, like all the legends were correct, but every key was from a different key set. And the tab that he used was one of those fucked up tabs from like what 2014 GMK set. So let's see if like Matrix ZJ has it. I guess like I would just like scroll all the way down and try to find like a super old one. Like I'm guessing like Charred Orange might be one. Yeah, look at that. That's Charred Orange right there. That's the one. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, and like people were just into it because they were just excited to get their hands on what were essentially like perfect cherry replicas. Another thing too is that like they had this like, you know, this Windows, I don't know what this is, Windows Vista logo, and then like the lines like that cross the window pane are like too wide. I don't know. I always just thought this one looked pretty ugly too. And then also, yeah, but these, what was interesting, these were double shot, and they don't do like, it's been a while since I've seen, I think, double shot Windows keys. This one also looked kind of funny because like the stroke around this cursor is also kind of wide. I don't know. Anyways, let's do a quick type test. Let's see, and let's see if I feel any better about this. I should put the feed on. I wish there was an archive for Matrix EJ for DCS. Do they not have? I thought they did have DCS, but maybe not. They only have, I guess they have SA and DSA. Oh, wow. Everything but, huh? Well, I guess they also don't have DSS either, or basically any other new manufacturer, I suppose. All right, let's do it. Okay, let's see if this feels any different, but I'm also going to do a type test here. Different domes, mated with the housings from the 91 UDK, housings and sliders, and now domes, all from the 91 UDKG. So here we go. I'll do one more because I realize this fan is on. I don't know if that takes away from the experience. Let me just do it off. I'll do a 30-second one here. All I can hear is rattle. That's unsilenced rattle. My favorite. Okay, I'm guessing this AirPod is dying. It's only been 3 hours. Rattle adds character Pikachu. Welcome back. Good feeling of oneness. I do think these domes are slightly nicer. I think. I don't know if I'm making it up in my mind, but I do think it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm making it up. Yeah, these are a slightly less tactile. But also maybe I've just gotten used to it over the last day. These in here are the domes that were just in this that I've been using for the last day. Okay. Is this working? Can you guys hear the music? Okay. There we go. I can hear it now. Okay, let's next do the current KV2 build before I install this into it. I don't remember what's in it. I guess we'll find out shortly. I think it's... I don't know, it's some... I think it... God damn it, what the fuck? I think it's an Alu MX plate. And... I guess we could find out here. KV2. Cherry black. Alright, let's do this again. Quick type test of the previous build, which is an MX build here. Daughter board. Okay. Oh, is this not plugged in? Oh, does this still have that one thing going on? I might have never changed this daughter board, even though it has that fire risk. What is going on with this? Did I never remap this? I think I did, but you still need to press this button, I guess. Okay, whatever. That's dodgy. No, this is KV2 MX. I just built the EC one, but I wanted to do a type test on this because I haven't heard it in a while, and I guess you guys might not have either. But apparently the mapping was not completed, or it got reset at some point. I think GMK Tai T would look good on this. It might. I don't have it though. But I do think this is reforged, and I do like this on it. Let's change this. Left control. Right win. Caps lock. Nothing. Up. Okay, // God, I hate how it's like this. Home, page up, left, right. Plus, minus, and page down, down. Okay. You ever show V3 polycarb laying around? Curious how much total weight. I don't have the V3. I have a V2. I don't know that it's very different from the V3. I thought it was going to be pretty similar, but I'm not sure. Okay. Here we go. Does VIA have a JSON setting you can use to map as long as it's the same layout? It probably does, but I just never use it. I just try to get used to it, get comfortable. Okay, here we go. Whoa. What? Okay. So yeah, this one it was interesting because I remember doing a PC build, a PC plate build in the KV2, and I thought it was terrible. So I actually ended up asking if I could get a alu plate to go along with the replacement daughter board and replacement EC plate. And lo and behold, it sounds like a pretty standard aluminum cherry build, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I don't know. It's funny because this particular configuration is pretty good, like pretty good. But I think there's just, funnily enough, just so many other things wrong with the KV2. Uh, Whatever. Okay, so I'm remembering here that this one's like magnetic, so we could just pull this off. Um, and it looks like, yeah, we did avoid using the space bar gaskets on this one specifically. So what we're gonna do here, probably again, is put the JST in first. Then throw on the gaskets. I forgot. Also, yeah, I do have an aluminum, purple aluminum bottom. So it's kind of got this like PB&J look. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's see how we feel about this. So everything, this is all correct, which is good. Layer 1, yeah, this should all be good. Sweet. Let's test it. I don't know how I feel about the space bar. Which I think kind of ends up being sort of a similar situation as before that we were in even before we did this. But at least it was nicer. It was nicer to do just because it's not a stupid plate mount. Oh, that was so awful. Look at this. Look at this shit. So this is just way, way worse to do, especially considering they don't have the cut through like through the spacebar connecting the two plate mount stabilizers. That just makes it so much harder to deal with. It's so annoying. So at the very least, the experience of putting it together was better. Was it worth all the money that I threw into this? You know, ensuring that I had that cut out, ensuring that it was tapped, ensuring that it's stainless steel, and ensuring that it was only a one-off. Was it worth it? Probably not, but I guess it was slightly better of an experience. But anyways, we could do a type test on this too. So let's do this. Another 60-second test here. KV2, HHKB Pro 2 Domes is a Pro 2 from 2017. We have PBB housings and sliders along with the half housings so that we could flip the wire upwards because a downward wire doesn't work based on this case design. Stainless steel plate, custom cut to use the Topre style EC stabilizer cutouts, and then GMK ski data plus from 2015 or 14 or whatever. Okay, here we go. Oh god. Uh, what do you guys think? Um, there's like moments where it feels like it's a passable keyboard, and then there's others where I'm just like, what was that? I don't know. I don't know if you guys are getting the same feeling as I am, but that's the experience that I'm getting. Hmm. Oh shit, this heavy. So this is better. It's really just all I can say is the Cloud 9 is better. It tames the sound more, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Um, Also, I think I scuffed my my case here. I don't remember. I probably could find it in the VOD whenever it was that I did this, but yeah, there's a pretty notable scuff right here. Um, yeah. You could kind of tell this was much more like EC was an afterthought for this. You could just kind of tell. So, um, and that's what's funny is spicy miso sagiri. I think was here earlier. I don't know if you're still here. I think it was you that said like you would buy a key called Zero now if today if it had an EC kit or something, right? I'm just like I think your keyboard has to be built for it, and like I don't like I look at this like this was not built for it. Like you can build it, but it was not made for it. And the Cloud 9 is doing it better. I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, do I really want to drive this for the next day? Oh, that was you. Oh, Casual Tope Ranger. Oh, okay, that was you. Yeah, like that's the thing. I don't know. Like we haven't. No one's done it yet because it's not being sold right now. But like, um, yeah, like there's no way to know. Is like, would you really buy it like not knowing how it would be? I guess that's kind of why people watch like streams and YouTube videos just to kind of check and see what it's like. But um, I don't know, man. I'm also curious about like because I haven't done any like EC conversions of boards that were made solely just to be MX. So like I don't really know how those are personally. And for people who appreciate them, that's great. But like I wonder if I would feel the same way because like I kind of noticed that like the construction of a lot of like Topre or like EC style boards can sometimes look very different like than what these MX builds are. So I don't know. Maybe you guys think that what I'm saying is just a bunch of bullshit, but like I'm looking at this like to me this feels like an example of that in my eyes at least. Now, how do we tame this spacebar? I guess that's what I'm curious about because this just like does not sound that good. That's how your guy can charge 1K for a keyboard. Highway robbery. It's funny because it's like I've talked about this before, but it's like the Heavy Grail was made to sound like a plastic HHKB, and it's like I don't like that personally. And I'm just like I would want it to sound different. I get your point, but after using a SteelSeries 6G V2 ISO layout, I transferred to template not coming back. Okay, fair. Um, let me just try throwing in the spacebar gaskets. Like, I don't know. It's like I just want to see like how different it's gonna be because there's something very unsettling about how this is as it currently is. Just try something different. Luckily, I don't. You don't have to screw anything in. It's just like magnets. It's pretty lit. God damn it! Get in there. Here's another question. I don't know if you're like. I think you could flip these gaskets, and then like maybe that might change something. It's not really better. Let me try flipping it. Does anything really horrible happen when I flip it? My guess is maybe. So, just real quick, you guys can see here. It's not like on the y-axis symmetrical, so I'm just like flipping it, and I'm thinking that there's a chance here that this is not something you're supposed to do. But I'm just gonna try it anyways. Oh yeah, you're most definitely not supposed to do this because it's not even resting on the gaskets anymore. Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be some way to make this sound better. Do I have like a maybe there's like a case silicone piece in here that I just didn't use? But as far as I know, I think they only just had that for like a plate foam for MX. But let me hunt around inside the case. Oh. Okay, we got some stuff in here. Yeah, one is silicone for MX. The other one is like a case foam here. So let's try this. Maybe this'll do something. I don't think gaskets are good for EC builds. I was surprised by the Live Oak. The Live Oak actually, I believe it did use gaskets, but it also had that machined plate. Okay, I think this is actually better. This sound is a lot more tamed, for sure. Oh, heavy boy. Okay, real quick, let's try this again. Kinetic sand. So you don't have to. Okay, so I actually like this. I actually like this now. I guess this is the one bore where I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah. This foam actually did improve it because I feel like there was a lot wrong when you didn't have this case foam. Okay, this is usable. I'll drive this. I'm curious now. Like, I'm kind of curious now if the previous build with the cherry plate mount stabilizers um would have actually worked with this. I don't know. But we've done this and it's good, and also I got it done in a different material, so not for nothing. Okay. I do kind of want to maybe bring this back at some point. I I do like this. I maybe shouldn't have built both of these so close to each other. Okay, let's work on a print. What? Oh. Let's see. Real quick. Got to adjust some modifier keys. Oh, okay. Should you do another keyboard print? Let's do another keyboard print. All right. Anybody out there, call it out, whichever one you want to see that we haven't already done a print for yet. Any thoughts, anybody? How about the piggy? You guys want to do the piggy? Have you done the one with Windbreaker? Yes. That one I packed up actually a little bit earlier. Yeah, I have everyone's envelopes like sort of separated right now. I just need to actually put it together. But I was just like, let me just wait until this stream, and then if someone doubles up on a win, then I'll throw it in. Let's see who won the Windbreaker one. Pipsry won it. Piggy's cool. All right, let's do Piggy. Oh, interesting. Okay, this one is gonna cut in. I think that's kind of the issue. I can't actually expand this because this one has a little bit of a positive change to it. Let's see. I can unflag this. I think it was this, so. All right, let me just make some adjustments here. Okay, maybe something like this. Sorry, I gotta figure out like centering in a way that makes sense here. Okay, let's try for this. So then I need to export as a positive. And then I'm going to sync all of this. Is that right? Oof, did I do the wrong thing? Oh, I think I did the wrong thing here. Let's delete this from disk. Export this as a positive. Try again. Positive 2. Now this is what I should sync everything to. Yep, perfect. Okay. Let's run this print. Okie doke. All right, Marbles is not responding. Man, it always does this where it's like it struggles to work the first time. Let's try this again. Oh. Might have said just cute bot. Meanwhile, Gawk, here are the stickers that are available. Just keep in mind the middle finger Meowth is a B stock. There's a little bit of backing missing, so it's collected a bunch of dust there. I don't know if you call that B stock. It might be worse than B stock at this point. I don't know who that is, but yes. CuteBot? You wanna raid CuteBot? I think we just raided her last night. Alright, let's do it though. Oh, there's a lot of skin showing on this one. We'll go with the Gundam with the tongue. Alrighty. Hey. Okie doke. So let's do this. Let's raid CuteBot yet again. Again, here's all the commands. Discord. Join that. Watagaki. Check out Watagaki. They sponsor all my stickers and the tees I wear. Buy my merch. Still need to take some pictures. Raid message if you're subbed, and raid message if you're not. Okay, so I should be back on Thursday with probably a shorter stream. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, till then. See you guys. Good night.